kind of the whole purpose of this thing. Oh, that means we're live.
Ambient music is providing the soundtrack.
Hi, everybody. Happy New Year's Eve from the crew at laughingplace.com. No, we're not .com anymore. We're just Laughing Place. My name is Doobie. I'm the one on your left. Let me do quick introductions. Right above me, we have Mac. Say hi, Mac.
Hi, Mac.
Tony. No, Kyle. Say hi, Kyle.
Hello.
Alex.
Yep.
Mike Celestino.
Hello.
Lee.
Hello.
And the Masked Bandit.
It's required.
So we are here to just kind of ring out. By the way, the Masked Bandit. We really need to start muting him when he's not on camera. We are here to ring out the old, ring in the new. 2020, saying goodbye. We're gonna just kind of very informally share some of our memories of the year, ups and. I think this was mostly a positive year. I can't really think of any negatives, and then maybe some looking forward to 2021. So, Tony, Betty, since you are the only one of us lucky enough to be in a wonderful location to ring in the new year, why don't you give your 2020 thoughts real quick?
2020 was, I think, similar but different for everybody. Some people had it worse, some people had it better. I'm fortunate enough to be in a place where we kind of allow things to reopen again and have recreation and activities, a chance to get out of the house, whereas others didn't. So I'm very fortunate for that.
I'm fortunate for wind.
Can you hear me? Is it too windy?
It's very windy.
Am I the only one having trouble with Tony?
No, his audio quality is representative of the year.
All right, so Tony play have this conversation. Alex has opinions on things.
You want me to share my opinions on 2020 as a whole?
Alex, why don't you go?
Well, I mean, it's been an interesting
Alex?
year, but I think one that's allowed everybody to kind of take stock at what's important in life. And, just from a Disney standpoint, I've been continually impressed with
moments of the year.
Content Disney's been able to get out and the quality of it, and also the way they've really pivoted and shifted gears. I mean, I think they've impressed everybody, and I think that's why the stock price is so high.
This stream is going just about as well as this year.
The perfect way to end 2020.
It was supposed to be a metaphor.
I am so confused as to what's going on, too.
You were frozen.
Is this all my
Tony
fault?
is back. Yeah.
Am I back now? All right. I am giving up on this
moving.
project over here. How about now?
Yeah, I
This
think
is
we're
just-
good.
Okay. If I'm frozen, just go on without me. You don't have to I'm immaterial. All right. Sorry. I was trying to do too much over here, so I am now doing nothing but focusing on this stream. How you doing, Tony? Are you in a good spot?
Is it still windy?
Not as
A
bad.
little better.
Do you feel wind?
Better.
No, okay.
Okay. I feel wind, but it's one of those areas where I feel it, but it doesn't feel like it should be as loud as you guys say it is.
Okay. I feel like you have broken the wind. You may not talk about
We're here.
2020.
Okay. I was saying I was fortunate enough, as are a couple others on the LP crew, to be in a place where things weren't locked down or remain locked down. We have the option to leave the house and go do fun things, and as long as we play it safe. So I don't think 2020 was as bad on my end as it was for others.
Okay, Alex, I'll let you go now.
I said my bit earlier, I think, while you were frozen.
Okay, fine.
But on that note of people being able to go out and do things, I just realized how pasty I look, and I really need some vitamin D. Like, I'm really jealous of Tony's olive complexion.
By the way, we're live
That's just
for
the Italian blood.
for anyone that for some reason is enduring this thing. Please feel free to use the comments to share your 2020 memories. or your 2021, what you're looking forward to in the world of Disney. Not the world as a whole. We all know what we're looking forward to there, but in the world of Disney. So let's see. Mike Celestino, our resident documentarian, how would an esteemed filmmaker like yourself discuss this year?
You just reminded me that I did finish a short documentary that had been sitting on my hard drive for several years. So that was one good thing about 2020. There were not many good things. I do have a few good memories of this year. I did go on the Star Wars Day at Sea cruise, which was great. And then the opening of Rise of the Resistance at Disneyland was fun. But yeah, after March, pretty much there wasn't much happening. I did enjoy The Mandalorian season 2. A lot of Star Wars stuff, I guess, but otherwise, I am definitely looking forward to getting back out into the world at some point within the next 12 months.
Mike, would you be fine with never seeing Downtown Disney again?
No, I love Downtown Disney. I don't mind going to Downtown Disney. I just would like to see the rest of the resort also.
Okay, how about Michael Mack?
Well, like Tony, I've been fortunate enough to be able to get out to the parks for most of the year still. So, count myself lucky there. It's funny, I being the Marvel guy, you'd think I'd point to a lot of the Marvel projects, but I think Mandalorian was my highlight of the year. Season was just so good. But we did get some cool Marvel stuff. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. had its final season, so that was a lot of fun. And then right now the ongoing crossover comic event is King in Black, and it is fantastic. I can't wait to see how it wraps up in the new year.
Mac, as our Marvel guy, I have a question for you. So I recorded our end of the year podcast yesterday and learned that they just keep adding new characters to the MCU. Is this ridiculous at this point?
If you think the MCU is ridiculous, you should check out the actual Marvel universe in the comics, because we are maybe at 1/1000th of what it can be. So there's going to be a lot more to come. That's for sure.
Hey, Mac, how long until we get slapstick in the MCU? That's what I want to know.
Oh, there are so many ridiculous characters that we could still get. I'm hoping for a Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur series or movie. There's so many ridiculous. Slapstick is a good one to put on the list, though.
Please don't. So down below in the bottom.
I was just gonna say I thought we already got that, but that was Electra Woman and Dinah Girl.
The newest member of the LP team. So he was only here for part of 2020. Do you have any thoughts on the rest of it, or you just want to stick to the part you were with LP?
Yeah, I wasn't here for all of 2020. What I would say is, personally, pretty optimistic about 2020. I thought it was all right. I mean, granted, in the situation that we're in, very thankful for Disney Plus. I think we all are. We got so many great series there. I mean, being able to watch Mulan, being able to see The Mandalorian, Hamilton. I thought they had a great lineup and kept us all entertained.
Thank you for that reminder about Hamilton. Hamilton was easily the highlight of 2020. Without a doubt. How about you, Kyle, our man at the desk?
Well, we were talking about comics, and actually I feel like I went to probably one of the last conventions that happened for the foreseeable future, and that was C2E2 in Chicago. It happened in February, and I think the first day of March, if I remember correctly. So if it had been like a week or two later, it would not have happened. But that was a lot of fun, and that was our last trip for a while. Little did we know. So that was fun. And then as far as content on Disney Plus, I think my favorite was probably Howard, because that was one I was looking forward to for several years since we first got the scoop that he was working on that. So it was nice to finally see it come to fruition.
When you said that, I immediately thought you meant the duck and was very confused why you were so excited about it. Clearly, which is yet another Marvel character, right, Mac?
Yes, and unfortunately not on Disney Plus yet.
That is unfortunate. I got to go to Disneyland, I think, 2 weeks before it shut down. It was close enough where we were thinking, are we sure we should be taking this trip? So I'm very happy that my last trip to Disneyland was that close. And then I've been to Disney World a couple of times since this all started. I went in October. So that was nice. But other than that, theme park wise, it's been crummy. I was supposed to do Adventures by Disney this year. That did not happen. And any year without a Disney cruise, there's only so good it can be. But Disney Plus has helped. Hamilton has been awesome. Personally, I mean, aside from the depression of not being able to see anyone, it's been a really good year for me. So, I know so many people who are out of work and such, so I'm really not going to complain about that. So, all in all, I feel like this has been a great setup year for 2021. And so, just one less year of life. Other than that, though, it's not too bad. So coming up, by the way, we are now 20 minutes away from noon. We are here because we're counting down to New Year's Eve. We're going to officially start 2021 12 hours early here because we're all old and we'll be asleep 12 hours later. So how about 2021? There's so much going to be happening. We know in the world of content. We hope in the world of theme parks. Tony, what are you most looking forward to in 2021? Is it that big barge to your left or right or behind you? And then first you want to unmute yourself. I'll take
Unmute me. Yeah, there we go. This right here is why what I'm most looking forward to in 2021. Hold on, I got to get my weatherman skills down. Yeah, that giant thing back there. Right there. Yeah, there's a low front moving in from this way, and it's going to bring one of the biggest Disney nighttime spectaculars ever. This video is not doing this justice. This thing is gargantuan in person.
So
but that's what I'm most looking forward to in the parks.
Does it feel like...
And that's only one of them. That's only one. There's 4.
Does it feel too gargantuan? Does it seem out of place?
At the moment, it does. I don't think it will once it's all finished and installed and they have the fountains going on. But yeah, it definitely will change the World Showcase skyline, that's for sure.
Cool. I agree with you. That is probably my number one theme park thing I'm looking forward to, other than the opening of the theme park itself. How about you, Alex? Looking forward to some more ventures onto shopdisney.com?
No, unless they fix it. No, but I'm looking forward mostly to movies for 2021 because there's no guarantee that I'll get to go to a theme park at any point during the year, depending on how it shapes up. So what I'm most looking forward to, in particular, are the new Walt Disney Animation Studios projects that we have on the horizon. We've got Raya and the Last Dragon coming out in March, guaranteed to come out because we'll get it on Premier Access. So no ifs, ands, or buts about that date. I'm excited about that. And then also really excited for Encanto.
How about the Pixar? No excitement there?
I mean, I think Luca's going to be great as well. I'm really looking forward to Luca. I loved Soul. So I mean, I'm just excited. The things that I'm fixating on for the new year, I'm kind of not focused on Harmonious because I know that they're setting everything up. But, depending on what happens with other things in the world beyond Disney's control, I'm not so sure that show will actually start in 2021. So I'm trying not to fixate on those things that I don't know that I'll get to do. Because like all of you, I had a lot of things that I was supposed to do in 2020 that didn't happen.
Keep those expectations low and you'll never be disappointed.
Exactly. That's my 2021 plan.
Lee, as you embark upon your first full year with this incredible company, what are you looking forward to?
Yeah, look, I'm excited about everything coming to the parks. Knock on wood, hopefully we get things coming to the parks in 2021. But really looking forward to seeing Disneyland reopen. Looking forward to the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World and seeing what that encapsulates, what we get out of that, any announcements. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to everything going on in the parks, Ratatouille, all that good stuff.
Have you done Ratatouille in Paris?
I'll say this in French, no.
Très bien. I think one of my almost bold predictions on the podcast yesterday was Ratatouille. I want to say Wally because Tony knows how much you love that. But Ratatouille will be a consensus flop of an attraction. But I hope I'm wrong.
I mean, the thing about it is that we're getting a copy and paste from Paris. So I don't know what's there to be excited about for it, at least on our end as Disney fanatics. For people that haven't been to Paris, it might be cool to go on that ride, but then you don't get the restaurant at the end, which is the coolest part.
I have not been to Paris. I'm just looking forward to getting to ride it.
Yeah, me too.
I'll use jobs. I'm just kidding.
Tony, unmute yourself and speak.
I was saying I haven't been to Paris either, and I'm trying to be like, it's that way. It's that way. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Also.
It's in the place that's going to soon be occupied by another Black Barge.
Yes.
Very true.
Yeah, actually, 'cause you got that one there, and then there will be another one somewhere over here, and then the giant middle piece here somewhere with a high of 84.
Do you think when it's done, if you're at the American Adventure, you'll be able to look across and see Spaceship Earth? Do you think it's going to ruin the Torii Gate photo op in Japan?
I don't know about the Torii Gate, but I can tell you from where I am right now, you won't be able to see the American Adventure when it's fully installed. It'll block that out completely.
So, Michael Mack, I am going to challenge you. What if there were no Marvel? What would be your 2021 looking forward to? See what I did there with what if? That's
Yeah, I do.
I believe Doobie just found out about that show last night, by the way.
You are correct.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was all ready to start talking about what if as you set me up there, but without Marvel, what am I most looking forward to? Ooh, that's tough. Probably the Book of Boba Fett. Star Wars is just a step below Marvel for me, so I'm definitely looking forward to more of that world on Disney Plus.
What single Marvel thing are you most looking forward to?
Oh, that's tough. If you were to put all the Marvel projects on a wall, you could just throw a dart, and I'm, excited for it. Right now, I would probably say Falcon and the Winter Soldier, just because I'm most interested in what happens next in that story arc. But every single one of them, I can't wait for. And the fact that these Marvel projects are going to go one right into the other throughout the year, it's going to be so much fun.
Agreed. Black Widow would be my number one. How about Mike Celestino, Mr. Star Wars? What's of interest to you for next year?
Well, number one on my list is going back to the parks for sure, and then probably doing some additional traveling, hopefully on top of that, because we did go to San Diego a couple times to go to SeaWorld, but other than that, we have not left Southern California since March, so it's like just feeling, a little cooped up here. And we haven't left our apartment that much either. So just being able to get back out in the world is something I'm definitely looking forward to. And then Book of Boba Fett, of course. I've already read a bunch of the High Republic, but that's an exciting project coming from Lucasfilm Publishing. And then some other Star Wars books I'm looking forward to reading. There's also the Bad Batch animated series, which I'm not a huge Clone Wars guy, but that should be entertaining at least. And then, there's a bunch of. I'm excited to watch all the Marvel stuff too on Disney Plus and otherwise. So that's up my alley as well.
So, before I go to Kyle, one of the things we do in our podcast is we give bold predictions. And I know I didn't give you guys any warning here. So while Kyle speaks, you guys can do a little thinking. But if you can come up with one or two bold predictions for the world of Disney in 2021, I think that might be kind of fun. But Kyle, why don't you go ahead? What are you looking forward to next century?
We were talking century.
Decade.
We were talking about Paris, and my top hope is that I will be able to use my Disneyland Paris annual pass again before it expires. I'm not betting on it, but there's always that small chance. I don't even remember when it expires now because of the closures and extensions, but that would be nice. And then I'm really excited for WandaVision, and I like how that's going to kick off series after series after series that I'll be able to enjoy from Marvel. So I'm hooked up on television for the next several months.
I see someone in the green room. Can you give me a thumbs up or down as to whether you want to be added to the stream? All right, let's bring her in. This is, I believe, Rebecca Mosley, who is my
Wearing a
wife.
blue shirt, just like her husband does.
Yep. Do you like carrying on the family tradition? Is my mic okay because it's a new mic? So
The mic is fine, although I'm not sure it's actually not coming from the computer, just by the way.
oh,
We
yeah.
can't have any new mics here. We already have too many.
But
There's a
it sounds
moratorium
fine.
on mics.
Okay.
It sounds fine, though, so.
I'm just going to pop in real quick to say this, and then you can go back to whoever you were talking to, Juby. But you were talking about the year. I've really enjoyed getting to know all you guys during this year because honestly, I think if it not for this shutdown, I don't know that I would have kind of stepped out into this world of the online show host type scenario. And it's been great, not only to do that myself, but to see all of you kind of in that role as well and get to know you beyond kind of author, journalist. So I just want to throw that out there as we get ready for the new year.
Yes, Tony, you're muted.
I was just saying hi to the comments, but I agree with Rebecca. I've loved getting to know all of you guys.
Yeah, it's definitely a highlight, an unexpected joy that came with the challenge of this year. But okay, I don't want to. Who are you talking to about 2021? Because I was just kind of.
I think he was just finishing up, and you're the only one left. Do you want to give anything you're looking forward to next year?
I want to see Magic Happens again. We saw it just before everything stopped, and the first few weeks of the shutdown, my husband can tell you that I literally had that every day on the TV, that video that they shared of the parade. Well, initially I would play the one that I think it was Mike C recorded for Laughing Place, and then Disney came out with one that was like that beautiful, just no additional audio.
You're saying mine wasn't beautiful?
I know. I'm sorry. I'm not.
You didn't have the multi-angle.
Sorry, you
The
didn't have one of those.
cinematic
from
pans.
the middle of the route.
and the source audio.
Yeah.
But literally every day I had that on because I just found that was kind of breaking through that malaise that kind of set upon me when this first was happening, and I'm excited to once again go experience that in a more communal setting.
I completely forgot that was 2020. Like, it feels so long ago at this point.
The fact that Disneyland was open a part of this year will like be lost to history.
I think that was my only visit for the year, was going to see Magic Happen.
So I've asked everyone if they've been able to quickly come up with a bold prediction, and Rebecca, I know you may want to go. So do you want to go first if you have one?
My bold prediction is the same every year, and this year it's even more bold. I boldly predict that Disney will have Fathom events that will be Disney branded cinematic moments where you would go and you would see a theater in a theater and have additional commentary and content and stuff kind of before and after, and it would be a Disney branded thing, perhaps initially filmed at the El Capitan, or maybe a live sharing of an El Capitan event. But that's every year I pitch it, and every year that's my bold prediction, and I'm sticking with it until somebody does it.
Ratatouille the musical, maybe.
Cool. By the way, we are now only 6 minutes away from New Year's Eve. So boy, oh boy, is there
Exciting.
Is that on your atomic clock? 'Cause I have 7.
6.5 actually. So I've got a clock over here that's counting. So who wants to go next? Who has a bold prediction ready?
I'll share a new one. I'll share a new one I thought of that I didn't do on the podcast last night, in case anybody listens to that. Which is that if Disneyland reopens in 2021, that they will do away with annual passes like Tokyo Disneyland did.
Yeah, I had that on my list of things I was going to share on the podcast last night and then backed away from.
Oh, that is one of the most depressing thoughts in the world.
Well, is it depressing as mine about
That's like the Target
changing the
demo.
stature of Sleeping Beauty Castle?
That one really scares me.
The difference is I can't go. So, anybody else? Mac, come on. I'm putting the pressure on you.
Yeah. How about we see our? Are we okay? Is that all time for me?
This is our high-tech countdown here. That's all.
I'm going to say my bold prediction is that we see our MCU version of either the Fantastic Four or the X-Men make an appearance in a different project.
Interesting. I like that. Mike,
Like
you have a
this
Star
year,
Wars
you
one,
mean?
maybe?
Oh, Star Wars related?
It doesn't have to be, but I was just curious if you did.
I was just going to make a bold prediction that if Alex is right, I'm going to be very sad for a very long time. Let me think about Star Wars and come back to me.
That's fine. Anybody else got one? I can give one of mine from yesterday, and it is that by the end of next year, Disney will announce the new name for Pixar Pier, and I know that would disappoint all of us here. So,
Would it disappoint us, or would it be like, okay, let's go back to it?
And I want to know, is that just a renaming of the pier, or would they be retheming the things inside it again?
a complete redo. You know, I mean, in the same way that Pixar was a complete redo. Yeah. Or maybe they'll keep it Pixar Pier and just put in some of the older Pixar movies like 101 Dalmatians and things like that.
As long as they keep the cookies and the snow cone slushie, I'm good. That's
Thank
all
you,
I need out of that corner of DCA.
One of our regular viewers and trivia players, thank you very, very much.
I never
All right, I got
had
a
the
Star Wars
slushie, but
one.
I had the cookies.
If you like lemonade, because it's like a lemonade soft serve in like a blue raspberry slushie, it's real good.
Mike Celestino predicting Star Wars.
Okay, in the Boba Fett TV show, we're gonna get the other bounty hunters back in live action. All the other Empire Strikes Back bounty hunters, boss
not-
included.
Not
I
Ara
like
Singh.
it.
What's that?
Yay.
Not Ara Singh.
No, not Ara Singh. She's dead.
Oh.
She was killed by Woody
Oh,
Harrelson.
spoiler.
So was Boba Fett.
That's true. That is true.
Cloning.
All right, I'm going to mute you, Tony.
You can get a clone.
I know someone whose favorite Star Wars character ever is Ara Singh for whatever reason. I think because of her weird fingers at Star Wars weekends. And so when I hear bounty hunter, she's actually the first one that comes to my mind. Because she would like stand in the corner with her little blaster and like be like twirling her long fingers.
Do any of you remember the Disney film, The North Avenue Irregulars?
Yeah.
Okay, with Cloris Leachman. For
Yes.
whatever. Okay, so there's a sequence where Cloris Leachman's getting her hair like tinged and or colored and stuff, and she's got that hair net with part of her hair sticking out of it because she's getting the tips done, and she's getting her nails done, so they're all like plasticky and very long and everything. And for whatever reason, whenever I see Ara Singh, I think of Cloris Leachman in The North Avenue Irregular. So there you go.
That's
'Cause
funny.
The hair and the nails. That's
Yeah,
right.
I saw that for the first time last year thanks to Treasures from the Disney Vault on TCM. May it rest in peace.
Oh, we're at three, a little under 3 minutes, or no, a little over 3 minutes. Hey,
I want to see if Lee was able to get a bold prediction.
okay.
So before my bold prediction, I would say one thing I forgot to mention for 2021 I'm excited about is Super Nintendo World, because that thing is going to be amazing.
Yes,
Um,
totally agree.
90s kids.
So bold prediction, I don't want this to be true, but I'm just going to put it out there as a prediction, and that's going to be that Disneyland will not open.
In 2021?
Won't open with everything going on right now. People
Yeah.
are.
It seems to
I'm
be
just gonna
Gavin
put it
Newsom's
out there.
main objective.
I don't want it to happen.
I'm going to
But that's my
blame
prediction.
you. That is
Where-
horrific.
Where's Tony?
Epcot.
Oh, closer to no. I was just I was trying to figure out. Oh, now he's getting closer to Spaceship Earth.
Oh, it was
Oh,
great. I love that they showed the cruise line with modifications. I'm really, really hoping that's going to somehow figure out a way to open because that's what Disney's all about. So
I
we've got
just
about
wish I could have been invited to be part of that photo shoot. Like if I was a beautiful person, maybe they would want me in there.
you're a beautiful person,
I would
Alex.
play the server. I'd play the face shield server. I'll play anybody they want. I just
You're
want to be
beautiful.
back on a cruise ship.
We've got 1 minute to go. I wanted to say how great it's been to work with all of you all year, except for Lee, where it's been great all month. And it's been a lot of fun getting to know you guys. My ebb and flow with Tony has been great. Mike Celestino is a true superstar, and that's not to slight any of the rest of you at all. I've enjoyed getting to know Mac a little more. Kyle, I've known forever. You don't count, and same for you, Alex. And of course, my wife is my favorite person in the world, so she doesn't count at all. We've got 30 seconds until
and
we have 20 seconds until our countdown, which I think will just sound like gibberish coming from 9 different people.
I'm going to do mine like Frau Farbissina.
and we're missing Jeremiah and Cole, who have also been tremendous contributors throughout all of this as well. And obviously, Ben is.
I was going to say, it feels like there's one more.
Becca Burbank.
Becca Burbank too. Who I've had a
9,
blast getting paid.
8,
7,
6,
6,
5,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Ew.
I feel like Steven Tyler all of a sudden.
Who said?
I had a popper thing, but I don't have it near me.
I'm saving mine for tonight at the real time. We do the British ones where you get prizes in them, the crackers.
I feel bad for the three diagonal for whom this isn't even noon year. This is like 3 p.m. year. And
Yeah.
oh, and Kyle too.
3 p.m.
It's 2 p.m. here,
2
but I
p.m.
actually have to go. So thanks, everyone.
Bye,
Happy
Kyle.
3 o'clock, everybody. Bye, Kyle.
We're going to go to thanks everyone for joining us. This is our last live stream of 2020. I guarantee you we will have many more in the upcoming year, but we will have another premiere today at 4 p.m. We have the wonderful video Mike Celestino's produced, taking in our most anticipated Disney things of 2021, putting them all together, and they will be premiering YouTube and Facebook at 4 p.m. Pacific time. And that's it.
Is it 4? I think it's at 1, isn't it?
I don't know. It's 4 on the schedule.
This is
It'll
very
be premiering.
funny.
Either way, it'll be today.
Laughing
Well, I
place
had it set
invading
for
our
1.
broadcast
Okay.
schedule. Very
I think
2020.
Tony put it up for 4 on Facebook because he did it based on the schedule. So if you want to see it early, just
I
look on
based it on the schedule, so it's 4 Pacific time.
I was just I think I was told after this stream to make it live, so I made it 1 o'clock.
Why don't we make a final executive call on this off the air so people don't have to see how the sausage is made? So happy New Year, everyone. Have a
Inside
wonderful,
LP real fast.
Yeah.
have a fun, safe New Year, and we will see you in 2021, where if Lee gets his